It was the image that has come to symbolize how far Egypt's military junta is willing to brutalize pro-democracy demonstrators, namely women. An unconscious woman being beaten by soldiers over the weekend, stripped to her bra in broad daylight, and then stomped on, has set off national and international condemnation. The outcry has led to this, a march of historic and epic proportions. It was the largest women's march in nearly 100 years. Egyptian women came out in mass expressing their outrage over the military's malicious abuses against women.
This is a veiled, actually a woman with a niqab who has been stripped by the Egyptian army. This protest or this march is to condemn this violence, to condemn this lack of...
The march was organized online through Twitter and Facebook. Activists publicized it as the Blue Bra Girl and called on women to dress in black. Many women here say the march is to reclaim their dignity and rights.
قوات الجيش ومش هنهم اذا كان ده شعب مصري ولا بنات ولا عرض ولا اي حاجه ولا دين، ما يهمهمش دين، تاني ما يهمهمش دين. احنا بقى نازلين ناخد حقهم وحق اخواتنا الشهداء ودمهم اللي بيتهان على الارض في ميدان التحرير. الحق ما مش عارفين يجيبوا للمحاكم، الشعب المصري هيجيبه. يسقط حكم عسكر.
The women have been just as there at the front lines, defending at the hospitals in the marches. As lawyers, we have always been part of this society and this revolution, and the attempts to disgrace the Egyptian women and to violate them is a way to make people be scared, to make girls and women not go down, and this is not going to happen. As you can see from the presence today, it's a huge turnout.
The military council attempted to defend the army's abuse of women by slandering the Blue Bra Girl for not wearing more clothing under her abaya, a long black covering worn by devout Muslim women.
تشوف الست دي لابسه ايه وبتعمل ايه، وده غلط. المفروض يهتموا بيه، الغلط نفس الواقع. حتى لما يجوا بيأسروا الناس في الحرب، حتى لو بلد عاديه ما بيمسكوش الاسرى دول يعملوا فيهم كده. فين حقوق البني ادمين؟ فين حقوق البشر؟ اقل حقوق البشر فين؟ ايه علاقه ان هو يبص عليها ويقول هي لابسه ولا مش لابسه؟ وانتوا يا ناس بتعملوا ايه في الموضوع ده؟ ليه عمالين تبصوا على لابسه ايه ومش لابسه ايه وتقولوا لابسه تيشيرت تحتها ولا مش تحتها؟ مش هو ده المهم، المهم الغلط. بصوا من فوق، بصوا من فوق.
The march included a wide spectrum of Egyptian women, transcending class divides. Women from all walks of life attended the march. Mothers came out with their daughters and sons, as Christian women stood by Muslim women.
والسجن اللي في المجلس الشعبي مش هنسكت عليه. كل يوم بنسمع صويت في الشوارع، مش هنسكت اكتر من كده. رجاله مصر لازم تنزل.
This march originally started in Tahrir Square with a couple of hundreds of people, and as it made its way around the downtown area, it quickly turned into thousands. We're now walking through some of the main arteries of the downtown area and heading back to Tahrir Square. Some of the chants you can hear around us show you the sheer anger people have toward the military council, and that the humiliation of the Egyptian people in general is directly linked to the humiliation of Egyptian women. In Egypt, sexually humiliating women implicates the honor of the family, and especially of the men. Men and young boys emphasize their protection of women by forming this human chain around the march.
علشان طبعا اللي احنا شفناه والتشويه الاعلامي والبنت اللي سحلوها في الارض، اعتقد ان ده منظر ما يجيش في مصر يعني، او بالاخص علشان المصري يمكن شويه طبعه شرقي. فانا ما اعرفش، بعض الناس لحد دلوقتي من الممكن هي بتقول دي ايه اللي نزلها. انا شايف ان الرد الابلغ على دوت ان هي نزلت لانها ارجل من ناس كتير ردت عليها كده وما رضتش تنزل تحمي.
Hours before the march was held, the military council issued a statement, ironically titled Egypt's Great Women, where the council expressed deep regret for the violence. The statement echoed hollow amongst the women here. The head of the UN's Commission on Human Rights, Navi Pillai, said on Monday, the ruthless violence being used against unarmed women protesters is especially shocking and cannot be left unpunished. There have also been extremely disturbing reports of the ill treatment of women in detention. Amnesty International's latest report on human rights violations cites the army forcing virginity tests on female activists while beating and torturing women in detention. During the January 25th revolution, Egyptian women became a powerful force on the streets and at home, serving as medics, volunteering as security, and supplying food and aid to protesters in the square. Today, women are often seen fighting on the front lines, preparing rocks and Molotov cocktails for protesters, and serving as first aid responders whenever the violence breaks out. Activists accuse the military of targeting women at protests to intimidate them and their male relatives from their involvement in the revolution. But excessive violence against women has only galvanized them into the streets. Human rights activists see the march as an indication that women, once marginalized for politically organizing, will no longer remain the silent majority. Jehan Hafiz for The Real News in Cairo, Egypt.